Good afternoon and welcome to Bad Dog Comedy TV, live on YouTube and Improv Loves, a special presentation part of the Everybody Get In Here Festival. Now, please give it up for your groups of Improv Loves.
Hello.
I was like, why are we muted? I'm pretty sure he threw it to us. So
Yeah.
Part of me hoped that we were just going to wave for 40 minutes.
Yeah, I did that. That's how our improv relationship started.
Just waving.
So much waving.
Exactly.
So much waving.
Andy,
Hi.
G-string.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Improv Loves. My name is Steph. My pronouns are she, her, and this is my Improv Love.
Yeah, my name is Kaya, and my pronouns are they, them, and this is my Improv Love.
Yay!
Crazy.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Nadine. My pronouns are she, her, and this is my improv love.
And hi, I'm Sharjul. My pronouns are he, him, and this is my improv love.
No claps.
Sorry,
No
Nadine is.
Hello, my name is Sarah Hillier. My pronouns are she, her, and this is my improv love.
Hey,
Peace, peace.
hey everyone. I'm Andy Hall, and my pronouns are he, him, and that's my improv love. And also, this is my improv love.
Yeah.
I'm
Nice.
so glad this started. Peacefully, nobody pointed to a different square. This is great.
I have one more too.
We have a third improv love that will be popping in and out.
This guy's running
That's
around while we
everyone's
do the
improv.
show. So yeah.
Just FYI
Nice.
for the audience.
We might also have cats.
Why I have a
Yeah.
G-string.
We're not in
Cats.
control of that.
Awesome. So yeah, I guess we talk about how we met? Is that like Sean on the tech? What we do?
Yes, I've got some questions to spark conversation here on the Improv Loves show. But before we get the conversation going, we should just mention that this show, as part of the Everybody Get In Here Festival, is raising funds for the Indian Residential School Survivor Society. And you can donate to help raise those funds at the link that is linked in the description of this video at www.irss.ca/donate. And now let's get in to the love with our first question.
How'd you
Good
meet?
question.
How did you meet?
All right. Do you want to?
Oh, yeah. We can go first. Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we just? Yeah. We'll
go through
just-
this.
We'll go in reverse order of who met each other first.
Oh, well, then that's you guys.
No, reverse order. Reverse. So we met each other
Oh,
first,
knew
so we
it.
go last.
Oh my.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So
that
we were
makes sense.
first then.
Yeah. When did you meet?
Yeah.
Oh,
When did you?
I thought we were just doing it. Never mind.
The year was 1986.
No, that you.
No,
You have
we're
a vision
booming.
of me.
Yeah.
No, Sharjul and I knew each other for a while. He was like obsessed with me. And I just I wasn't sure, like, are we more than just friends? Who knows? We were working together at Second City for many years. And I was like, you know what? This man is a good partner. And guys, let me tell you, he is.
No, oh, really? Okay.
But we
Why
officially
is
got
it-
together. Tomorrow will be our 2-year anniversary.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
very
you.
nice.
It's been hard.
That's
but
been
we're
hard.
here.
It's been hard.
Well, I think
yeah,
if
okay.
half of it was in the pandemic, that's like several years. So I
Yes.
feel
That's
like
true.
That's true.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That yeah, I'm surprised Nadine is still with me like as we go through this pandemic. I mean, because I've been I've just stayed inside. I've been so scared of the outside. And so that means I've just, she's had to deal with this person who's just I don't know, just wanted to stay safe for the entire year. But yeah, how did we meet? So it was at Second City.
Second City.
Yeah, Second City. It was I remember when I first joined, it was summer of 2016, June 2016.
We didn't know what was coming
nice.
back then. You know,
We didn't know.
We
No
were
there was a
idea.
lot
naive.
in store for us, and we just
Yeah.
weren't ready for it.
We weren't ready.
Who
No
was?
one was ready.
maybe like two guys were ready. I think like two like
Yeah.
maybe a couple guys were like,
some doomsdayers.
let's do
We're just
it,
like,
yeah.
let's get Skype.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I did watch several documentaries that said a pandemic is coming
Yes,
very
I watched
soon.
those as well.
so
And I ignored them.
It was and prior to joining Second City, the only other time that Nadine had talked to me was at the old training center at Second City. That was on Peter Street at the basement of Shoppers. I was just drinking out of the fountain, and Nadine, I don't know if Nadine remembers this, but Nadine just walked by and was just like, "Oh, hey." I'm like, "Oh, hey." And she's like, "So, how did so what's going on?" And then I told her that I didn't get into Bob Curry, and Nadine was just like, "Oh, I'm sorry you didn't." Anyways, and then she
I
just
didn't say I didn't say like that. I was
no, you were so nice about it. Yeah,
genuinely
she was
upset.
Nadine was just like, "Oh, I wish you had gone into Bob Curry," and I'm like, "I wish I did too." But like that was the only thing we could talk about because we didn't know each other. So it's just Bob Curry. Our first conversation was about how I didn't get into the Bob Curry Fellowship.
But
It
I
sounded
did
like-
hear. Oh.
It sounded like she was like, "Oh, I'm glad I'm sorry you didn't."
Anyways,
The actual first time I realized Sharjal as a potential was someone told me that he had a crush on me
Oh,
and that
classic.
someone
and that he drunk cried about me.
drunk cried.
Drunk cry?
Drunk
I
cried.
love
That's a big step when you're not even dating yet.
But
Have
it
a
turned out
drunk
to be a
cry
lie.
about
It
someone.
turned out to be a lie.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
A lie.
Hot
Still
lie.
holding
A
on
hot
to
lie.
vicious lies.
Yeah.
But it,
Go
it
from a
sparked
lie,
that
that's
interest.
fine.
It sparked that interest.
Who's
Yeah,
spreading
yeah.
that gossip? Who's spreading that?
It was
Who
a
that?
sober. It was a sober
I'll
cry.
text
Oh,
you
it was a
later.
sober cry.
You
that
gotta,
was
you
a
gotta
lie.
give us
That
the
was-
feeling.
It was just real. Yes.
Okay, we talked to
Yeah, we talked.
Yes.
enough.
All right. On to
Yes,
the next.
Do you want to tell?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay. So it was during the Big City Improv Festival. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And I had just finished a show, and I had work at 6 a.m. the next morning, but I was so hyped up from the show that I was like, nah, I'm staying out. So I went over to Bad Dog where they were doing trivia with a bunch of like students there, and I decided to like join one of the trivia teams with Lisa Amarangan at the time, and we were just hanging out, and we got second place. And I turned to Lisa, who was on my team, and was like, well, this sorry I couldn't do better, but I would have we definitely would have gotten first place if this was Buffy the Vampire Slayer trivia, because that's the one thing I know everything about. And then Lisa turned to me and was like, oh, you really like Buffy? You should meet my friend Steph, who happened to be elsewhere in the room for her own reasons.
Yes, I had been out I was recovering from a concussion and hadn't been out really in public. And I
The
went out and had a drink.
concussion in the Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a concussion. I was in the back of an Uber. We got T-boned by an ambulance.
This was a different day.
Different day.
Different day.
But this
A
is my
month
first time
before.
going out, and I was Liz Johnston. You said Lisa. Liz Johnston brought me out for birthday drinks, belated birthday drinks, and we were having a great time, getting a nice little buzz on. And she was like, Connor Lowe, who is her improv love, signed us up for a trivia night. And I was like, I don't want to go to Bad Dog tonight. Like, I'm not there yet. She was like, okay, I'll tell him no. And then Connor was like, too late. So then we had to go to Bad Dog just down the street. And then, that's when I was introduced by Lisa to Kaya.
Yeah.
And then I drunkenly was like, do you want to do a Buffy musical episode show with me?
And I was like, yeah.
Yeah. So I get drunk and try to produce shows. And then we started falling for each other. And it was great.
And the next day we started producing the show, and 3 weeks later we did the show, and then we started dating some time after that. But it's weird to think that like if I had been responsible and gone home because I had work the next day, or if Connor hadn't been desperately alone during trivia, we never would have met.
How many
Well, you
times have
would've
us all stayed later at Bad Dog when we shouldn't be, but then something cool happens?
That's
Yeah.
That
right.
Zero
happens a
right.
lot.
Okay,
Okay,
so-
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you usually head out. You're like, I'm
I
too
just
tired.
don't.
I've got to go. It's definitely different.
So
I've
the moral
definitely left.
is the moral is never be responsible and
Yes.
never make good choices.
Yeah.
I want to know, did you have eyes for each other that first night, or not even? Just like, oh, Buffy person, that's it.
I don't think the first night was an immediate like.
No.
I think I was like happy to be chatting with you, but I didn't know you at all.
Yeah.
But
But within the week,
yeah,
was when you hit on me via Tolkien tattoos.
Via what?
I have a
Classic
bunch of Lord of the Rings
Classic
tattoos,
pickup.
and Kai was like, grabbed my arm, was like, "Is this a Lord of the Rings tattoo?
Mhm.
I've got one too."
Ooh.
Like, oh, yes.
What can I say? I got game.
Nice. Nice.
Good job. Good work.
It worked. So
All right.
Okay,
You
okay. I don't know if I remember exactly how we met, but how we first connected was
Sorry, go ahead.
Andy's from Newfoundland.
Yep.
And my last
knew
name's
that.
Hillier. My dad's from Newfoundland.
Yep.
And what connection did you make when you met me?
My uncle, through marriage, is a Hillier.
Is a Hillier.
Thank you for
So-
clarifying that.
Yeah, your
this is
aunt
not
was
the first time you've clarified.
Oh, like my aunt, yeah, but
is
it's a
the
Hillier,
Hillier,
but my uncle
you're not
is-
related to
My
her.
uncle is the Hillier.
Anyways, the more embarrassing part of this story is that our first improv troupe together, when we were both with other people, was called Almost Cousins.
No, it was called Probably Cousin.
I thought it was Almost Cousins. See, who knows?
I
Probably
No,
it was probably
Probably Cousins.
Probably Cousins.
That's what
Okay.
it was.
Probably Cousins was our name, and so we did that. Then we just met each other in the community. I think it was at a
I
project.
remember better
project
than
show.
Sarah, which is really weird because that
Weird.
never
That never
happens.
happened.
So I remember the first time I saw and
oh yes,
met Sarah was at my sketch troupe show.
I remember that then. Yeah.
Which was at the old the Oasis.
Anyone ever remember the Oasis,
Oh,
or
yeah.
just olden
college.
days? I don't.
The Oasis then turned into the what's it called? The something room.
The Savannah Room.
The Savannah Room.
Savannah
Thank you. So that's what it was called at the time. Anyways, we had a show going on there, and Scott Yamamura booked a group called Lady Stash, and it was Sarah.
I think we had a different name at the time that I'm not going to repeat on this.
Oh, you did? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Honestly,
what does RuPaul
bad
say?
name.
What does RuPaul say? What is the...
Let's just say it involved charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
Yes, yes.
Assumed. Yeah.
It's a tough name.
Assumed.
But they played our show, so we'd always get like other improv and stand up people to play our shows and stuff like that, and that's how I met everybody.
Yes,
in the
and now I
community
remember.
eventually.
Yeah,
And I remember that you guys didn't do well.
It wasn't a great
and
show.
It wasn't a good show. And like, yeah, Moore was like, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." And I was like, "Actually, I thought they were pretty decent," which is true. I wasn't just being nice. And I definitely did think Sarah was the funniest of everyone. And then, like, I saw you did what's the Second City thing that they used to do called like the hot, fresh, young, cool.
Oh
people.
yeah. Tim
Sims, thank
or
you.
the hot young,
Hot, fresh,
people.
young, cool people. That's what they should have called it.
Showing
And
your age.
I saw them again there because they were on
We
that
did
show,
way
and
better.
my friend was also in that show. And I was like, "Hey, it's them again." And then eventually, Megan Fraser, that's the hookup there. She was like, "Hey, do you ever do improv?" Because my friend Sarah, Harry just turned off the AC.
Great.
She's like I think she said like my friend Sarah needs somebody to do improv with, and she thought you were funny or something.
I think we had decided to do improv together, and I contacted Megan.
That's not what happened, but it's fine. But that's cool. But
Yeah.
whatever. At this point,
That's how we met.
That's
That's,
how we
not
met.
how we got together, but that's how we met. And then
That's
we
how we
were
met,
like
yeah.
best buds for a while. We
Yeah,
got
fun.
into the Sketchersons together, and that's where
Yeah.
we really connected as friends. And then,
Yeah.
I don't know if the rest of the story will be told. I don't know what other questions are going to be asked. So.
that's right.
Yeah.
It does segue nicely into question number 2.
Perfect.
How has improv played a part in your relationship?
Let's go reverse order from last time. I'll just say real quick here.
So we're starting. We're going to start.
We're
I love
starting.
that Andy's
Okay.
conducting. This is beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Well, yeah, I
taking
mean,
over.
someone's got
No,
to
it's
do it.
great. It's great.
Someone needs to
For me personally, I don't even think I would be this deep into improv if it wasn't for Sarah. I started doing sketch comedy and did that for a long time, but then it was Sarah who was like, "You should do more improv," and I learned how to be. I've learned almost everything from Sarah as far as how to be a good improviser, what a good improviser is, how to say yes to more things in life in general. Truly, like I remember, like
Yeah.
for
Very nice.
I had an audition once on a Sunday, okay, and it was like, I'm not going to go on an audition on a Sunday. This is my Sunday. You know what I mean? I don't want to go out and do this. She's like, okay, well, it's for like triple scale though. You should probably go. And I was like, man, like, okay, fine, I'll go. She's like, you just gotta say yes to these opportunities. When do they ever come? This is like a really late in the stage. And I went and I did it, and I booked this huge commercial, and I wouldn't have even done it if it wasn't for Sarah teaching me to say yes to things, even if I'm not exactly happy with the way they're going.
Yeah,
Amazing.
and improv definitely, as we just said, definitely like connected us early on before Sketch did, which Sketch was our more substantial performance time together. But
True.
improv, and then you ended up working at Bad Dog and stuff like that, and we both did. And I just think it makes us have this life where we're more involved in each other's worlds, specifically improv, because Sketch, I think, when we're not in the same, Harry has stuff to say too, when we're not in the same group together, you're not necessarily seeing each other as much, because Sketch was a little more sprawled out. There isn't like a theater just for Sketch, but with Bad Dog being a theater just for improv, we were always watching each other's shows, and you come home and you talk about it and you share this experience a lot more, I find, with improv. And it's easier to just jump on each other's shows in improv, and you get to play together way more.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a real good thing.
And every time we make out, we're improvising. We don't know what's going to happen.
Where is he going to
Sarah it's improvising, but Sarah does say, let's call the mayor a lot.
Yeah, let's call the mayor.
The mayor's coming. We better hurry.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Isn't
Lots
the
of-
town
yeah.
always on fire?
Yeah, the town's always on fire. Hey, that makes for some hot makeup. You got to make out fast when the town's on
It's
fire.
true. Time is money when the town's on fire. Yeah.
So that's how I played it.
Beautiful.
That's so nice.
Stefan.
I guess we're in the middle.
Yes.
That's I mean, we both operated at Bad Dog. Operated, what a weird word.
People.
We were both at Bad Dog because you were there for about a year before I met you.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of classes and starting to get into more performance opportunity. I think I was in feature players at that point.
Yeah, and we just I think missed each other, or just our heads weren't in the space where we would notice
In
each
fact,
other.
there's a photo she has on her phone from a month before we actually met that I'm in the background of.
No
Yeah,
way.
And we had
Wow.
never met before.
Yeah.
I just happened to be in the background.
Yeah, we were a double bill with the LOL word and Songbuster.
Yeah, in Blockbuster Weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd say, like, community-wise, it's just very much similar to what Sarah and Andy said. I think just the fact that we were in the same community gave us more opportunities to see each other more often. Like,
Bad Dog gave us secret places to make out more often,
just coming right out of the gate with that little.
Honestly, I mean, Sean Murray walked in on us multiple times.
And I would come around and set the area on fire, the perimeter, and then it would be
And
on
the
hotter.
mayor would come.
Then the mayor would come and be on
Someone's calling the
hotter
mayor right
makeup. Okay.
Yeah.
in and out, you know?
And I'd be in the corner
Yeah.
drunk crying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean was the one who was lying about that.
But yeah, I think being in the same spot helped us get to know each other better. Obviously, Bad Dog being improv only theater gave us an opportunity to put on our first show together.
Yeah.
And then just in terms of our actual relationship, I think it makes us both a lot more game to just similarly say yes, play a lot with each other. I think the playing part of our relationship all stems from improv, and it's, I think, part of why we have so much fun together.
Yeah, arguably we're pretty fun, I think.
We're so fun.
And I think that's because of improv.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, and
Yes. And
How many times have you guys got your partner to do a little improv scene with you during lockdown or anything like that? Mine's 0, but Sarah's is high now, very high, in the double digits.
No.
Constantly trying
Yeah.
to get improv to happen inside the home.
With Harry as well?
Sometimes, but
Yeah.
mostly just at night. I'll sit on the ottoman and I'll be like, give me a suggestion. I'll do a monologue. And then,
you got to fill the need somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, like, we less get suggestions in bits, but we do end up in, like, we're doing a voice for like an hour and no one agreed on this, but it just happened.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And we've created entire universes in our home during pandemic, just
Yeah.
through improv.
There's new rules every day.
It's got
Anyway.
weird. It's weird now. All right. You guys.
Sergio?
Sergio, okay, me. Yeah. How's improv helped us, or how we met through improv? Here's the thing: I'm surprised because I'm not winning anyone over with my comedy. So
What does that mean? You won me over. I'll date you. With
Yes. No, I'm fishing. No. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, look, I just being in the improv world because of getting into the improv world, I got to meet Nadine. So just the very fact of like sticking with it. Yeah, we just saw Paloma comment. Like I had like Paloma and Kevin teaching me early on, and because of wonderful people. Yeah, but Paloma was my level E, and Kevin Whalen was my level B teacher. And because of wonderful, amazing humans like them, I continued on with improv. And one
More
thing led to
compliments for Paloma. She's
For
I thought you guys both said. I thought you guys both said Paloma was my lovely.
my
Yeah, and
Lovely.
she's
My lovely,
that.
yeah, my lovely level E teacher. No,
Lovely.
and then I just continued.
Hello,
Hey,
Paloma, we love you.
We love you,
Paloma
Paloma.
has really made an impact on my life.
I hope the next question is how's Paloma impacted your
Paloma.
Yeah,
Because quite a bit. Quite a bit.
A lot.
I
You think sometimes when we're making out, Paloma shows up.
And you really got to call the mayor.
There you go.
Right back.
But for sure at Second City, like when we were writing sketches through improv, we loved working with each other and
Yes.
how each other played and supported each other's ideas and jokes and so what?
And Nadine would just do it so well, and so I would, I would be like, oh, this is how one should be, like good and like grounded and not like flailing about. So I even put the case in point. So yeah, Nadine's like taught me how to just be more of a human.
Nadine
thankfully.
and Paloma.
Nadine and Paloma. I mean, Paloma and Kevin.
We all
it's
owe
a
everything
gift.
to Paloma.
Yes.
Yes. But yeah.
I think sorry.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be here today if it was for Nadine. I
Oh,
mean, you've
thank
given like
you.
even the past year with the pandemic and everything. So,
That's so nice.
yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, neither.
Okay,
Should we?
yeah,
should
next
we get the
question.
next
Next
Ready for the next
We
question?
demand a question.
Sorry, I couldn't hear what
Yeah.
you guys just said. My kid was Shaquille O'Nealing this basketball.
It was very romantic.
It was
Okay.
very nice.
Very nice. Good.
All right.
Everyone was
Next question. What do you love most about Paloma performing together?
Her face, her voice.
Oh, so we do.
yeah,
we go
you start.
first.
So we go first.
What do I love best about performing? I think we just love clowning around, and I think we like matching each other also
Yes.
a lot. What's
It's
the
just
best
like
word?
we understand each other's I think craziness. If sorry if I don't know what other word I should use. But she's very accepting of what I do. It's always met with, okay, I know where you're coming from. Okay, so I'll add on to this. No matter how absurd or annoying it is, Nadine is always yes anding it, being like, okay, sure, yeah, I'll go on board. But it's very very clowny and
playful,
absurd,
all those crazy terms.
We're on a different planet, but we're on a different planet together.
In love.
in-
But also I would say
I love it.
yeah, I don't know if this is entirely true, but it feels true, because we're both, well, he's an actual immigrant and I'm the child of immigrants, that we have
We have
a
that shared
similar
experience.
frame of reference that we
yeah,
bring into the mix.
yeah, same upbringing. Yeah, and Paloma and Kevin.
And Paloma.
And Paloma and
Yeah.
Kevin.
Paloma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good.
Paloma.
They're really good.
Who's
Um,
next?
They're really
What
good.
do we love the most about? I mean, we did Songbuster for a while together. and
Yeah.
So I really loved singing with you because
Yeah.
I
Mm.
adore singing. It's one of my favorite things to do, and to get to sing with someone you love and make up songs is so much fun.
Yeah.
I also love how many times we've gotten Tolkien references into improv shows. I feel
Yeah.
like it's happened.
We really shoehorn those in for our benefit alone. For sure.
And everyone else
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think we also have very narrative brains. So we like, I don't think either of us are joke machines, but we
No.
like really like building stories, and we tend to think of them similarly. And also just like when playing Catch 22 or 23, sorry, when playing like short form games and stuff like that, I mean, the audience always goes nuts when you make out. So, like, that's also pretty good.
We have shoehorned that into so many
Do it
finales at Catch.
now.
It works every time.
We're getting
You
there.
can't make us. You have to wait till the end.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got to.
The last question is,
point.
how do you make out? Show us.
Mostly
We're
tongue.
waiting for that.
I really hope it is.
A lot of space, but a lot of tongue.
So I'll go now. I have the thing of being started to learn improv and like pursue it in a real way long after Sarah had already been like an expert at it, basically, right? So I had the like experience of learning as we would perform together sometimes. What
Nothing. I just said I don't know if I'm an expert.
Oh, no, you
I was
went like-
scratching my leg. Poor man.
What are you doing?
I'm scratching my butt.
No. So I like got to like learn a lot about improv through doing stuff with Sarah. So I always felt really one of the things I like the most is obviously like just how silly Sarah is and how funny and all that kind of stuff and how we always were on the same page and all that. But I think the most thing was like how I felt really like taken care of all the time and like really safe when it comes to, because like sometimes you don't feel that way even when you are with someone who's really experienced, maybe even especially so, right? Like if someone's super experienced and they just think you are too, like sometimes they just like the scene gets really nuts and you're like, I've been doing this for 2 weeks. Where do I go from here? But like I never had that feeling with Sarah ever. It was always just super fun and you never worried about that stuff because you were so into being how silly.
Yeah, it's always fun performing with Andy because especially when we started, it was a world when he started entering into improv. I had already been an improviser and I became a sketcherson, and it was kind of divided between sketch and improv. And some of his friends, I think, were feeling, no, I would never do improv. And he's like, I'll do improv for sure. I would love that. So he came in with this confidence of willing to do anything and with this writer brain. So Andy has this brain of popping in things that should be happening, which I'm a little more wild and I'm not always like keeping track of. Maybe we all know what should be happening. So Andy will be like, oh, well, maybe there should be an ending to the scene or middle. Maybe we should, and because I've been doing it for a long time and you were also taking classes from like Sean and stuff.
Yeah.
I think he would remind me like of some basic nice improv rules that sometimes when you're working with people you've worked with for a long time, those don't matter as much. And it's like you grow together and you form your own kind of role. But it's nice to play with someone where it's like, oh yeah, we should know each other. We should, like there's all these little things that you become more grounded when you play together with someone's also so keen to learn it. It's
I've since learned to not worry about creating a middle or an ending.
Yeah, no, now we just do whatever. But that's what but it was nice at the beginning. Like when we would do Catch, it would be these scenes that were kind of more well-rounded. That first time we played Catch together. Yeah. It was very, very, that was one of my, it was a Valentine's Day show, similar to kind of this, like there were couples or whatever. And it was just I felt very free while also being grounded. It was very fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Well, folks, that's the end of our long form questions, but we do have a lightning round to go through.
Okay.
After that.
I'm pregnant. This is getting me heated up.
Yeah, Sarah gets turned on by anything.
Not heated up that
way. Just spinning a wheel and a lightning round.
Nothing gets her going like lightning.
Yeah, it's like a booth where you have to put headphones on and not hear what anyone else is saying. She's really
Is it because the lightning will hit something, cause a fire, and then the mayor will have to come?
Yes, and then I want to make out with someone inside of a space in the car. Okay.
Sweet.
Very good.
Well, you're going to love this. There's going to be fast jazz playing the whole time. So we've got 10 questions, and for each of these questions, the object is for you to point at the partner who you think is most aptly described by the question. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Are we ready for the fast jazz? Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That's jazz it.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, so fast.
Who is most likely to forget their wallet?
100%.
Although, like, it's clear, but close. Like, it's close.
I never forget my wallet.
Oh, please.
Excuse me.
But it's close.
Always in my fanny pack.
Question 2. Who's most likely to be late?
Both of us.
Yeah. I take forever to get ready.
Full agreement there.
I'm a
Question
dreamer.
3. Who is most likely to cry at a movie?
Ooh.
No, it's probably me. It's me.
Depends on the
Movie-
now
movie.
it's me.
Movie could be Lord of the Rings. Just putting it out there.
Remember Elle?
My friend,
She just cries when we
Neil,
see Frodo.
my friend Neil cries every time Shadowfax comes over the hill.
That's reasonable.
Powerful.
Yeah.
So, we make fun of him forever. For it.
Big moment.
Question 5. Who is most likely to do reality TV?
Both of us. But
Oh,
You
Thank
do.
you.
I
Both
would
of us.
never.
Both of
Really
us.
equal.
I would never.
Andy was almost the most Canada's Big Brother for a
Yeah.
season.
I was almost
No
a
way.
plant.
Fired
I was
as a mole.
almost a plant on Big Brother Canada.
Oh my
No
God.
way.
There
I
you
would have
go.
loved that. We just started Temptation Island.
Just started. We finished.
Or we'll finish, yeah.
Ooh,
Just
finish.
started and finished.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's amazing.
Oh, gotta watch it.
Question number 6. Who is the better cook?
But like, not by
Andy.
much.
100%.
I think I just like it better.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
like
don't
it better.
He
I
doesn't
don't
like to do it.
I don't like the
I
prep,
hate
but I like the frying. I like
I like
the
eating.
I like the mechanics of it.
Yeah.
I just don't like cleaning, so I'd rather cook if I have to do one of the two.
Right.
Yes.
Question number 7. Who's most likely to go skydiving?
Oh my God, no. I hate planes.
Yeah, but you're the one who's most likely to do something crazy.
Oh, that's true.
Like, I overthink things.
Harry,
I have
you
no
do it.
guts.
Larry.
Oh,
Harry,
yeah.
Hey, Harry.
Toss them right out of the plane.
Question number 8. Who is most likely to forget their lines?
Can't forget them if you've never learned them in the first place.
Heyo.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's why you do improv.
That's why I do improv. Exactly.
Question number 9. Who is most likely to break some world record?
Record. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some world
I don't know
record is
for
pretty
what.
vague, so like depends
Could
on what
be
it
a-
is, I
yeah,
guess.
that could be a
Yeah.
lie.
Maybe.
Well, what
The
could
world record
Forget
of
about
watching Instagram stories, maybe. Sure.
I know what's happening in everyone's lives.
I would say the least amount of time to get ready for something. Like Nadine can just get up and then be in the car like instantly.
Really
Hey,
fast
that's,
in the
Sarah,
background.
Very,
that's
very
something Sarah will never.
Very impressive.
I'm with Sarah. Sarah,
All
yeah,
right.
You
I think
too. You always forget to put like your pants you want to wear on or something.
All right, this is the big one. Question number 10.
Oh, a big one.
Who do you love?
Both.
A gimme.
Yeah,
And
no, I love me too.
Paloma and Kevin.
Oh, and this cat.
Sean Murray, you.
Aw.
Well, that was so
You
sweet.
did it.
Yeah.
You won.
I'll drink. Well, guys, thanks for coming to the show this evening. As your host, it's been really great. I want to thank all the couples for being here. I want to thank
Is this Andy talking?
I want to thank Harry for being here. We found this old drink in the
hallway.
living room
It
or
was
the
in the
hallway
hallway.
somewhere. Who knows if there's any liquid in it, and who knows
There
what the
isn't.
liquid is.
It's not.
It's really great. At least he didn't find a toothpick, which he did yesterday and carried it around for a while.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me.
Uh-oh.
I'm doing the end of the show
Sorry.
because I don't know what else we're supposed to do. So,
Sean?
No, you got it, Andy.
Okay.
yeah, okay, great.
nice.
Devin Kaya, thanks for being here. Charlotte Ladie, thank you for being here. Andy Hall, Sarah Hillier. Sean, where can they? What should they donate to? I can't remember the name of it exactly.
Yes, this show is part of the Everybody Get In Here festival, and we are raising money for the Indian Residential Schools Survivor Society, and you can donate at www.irss.ca, and this link is in the description of the YouTube video as well. That's our show, folks. Thanks for watching, and have a great one.
Thank you for having us. I love you, Stephanie. I love you, Andy,
Go find your
Sarah,
improv
Harry.
love.
Staff, I'll call you.